Hi Trent, how you doing? Happy birthday for yesterday.
Thank you.
It's a big deal, a man's 21st. How was it?
Yeah, good. Trained. Decent session.
Won't make any fuss of it?
No, not really. Sang happy birthday and that, but yeah, it was good to obviously meet up and carry on with doing what we need to do.
Obviously, because of the amount of football you played, have you had a chance to spend any time with your family to celebrate?
Yeah, obviously we had quite an early game on Saturday and then never met up till Monday, so spent time with them and it was good to be able to celebrate it early with them and see friends and family, so yeah, celebrated on the weekend.
It got me thinking, you've done so much so young already in your career. Have you had to make lots of sacrifices for your career?
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of distractions and different avenues that you can go down as a young player. It's important to have the right people around you and make sure that you're focused all the time. And I've been lucky enough to have them people around me that motivate me and push me to do better every day. So yeah, there've been a lot of sacrifices, but with the end goal and the motivation I've got, then it was always easy to make them sacrifices.
I was looking at your rise, and you were at the age of 16 you were Liverpool's under-18s captain, and at the age of 17 you were in the 23s as a regular player. You've now, on your 21st birthday, had 97 appearances for Liverpool and 7 senior England caps. Do you ever sit back and reflect and think, wow, how have I made it that far this quickly?
There's not much time to, because there's always a game around the corner or something around the corner, so I think over the last few years it's just been a whirlwind. It's all gone so quickly, but to be able to sit back and think about how far I've came is massive. I think I never expected things to go so well, but I've been blessed enough and lucky enough to be given the opportunities by the right managers at the right times, and being able to take them opportunities and be given more. So yeah, I'm just really grateful for the opportunities I've been given.
And when you become a Champions League winner at the age of 20, does that dent the ambition at all? Do you kind of think, well, where do I go from here?
No, not really. I think it's the same as if you haven't won a trophy yet. It's you want to do more. That determination and hunger to win silverware never really dies out. I think no matter how many you win, it'll never be enough for you. You need to keep pushing to get better. And as a player and as a team, whatever you're playing for, then you need to. The aim is always to win, and that's the mentality that we've got at the minute.
You've got a taste for trophies then?
Yeah, 100%. I think. Yeah, especially club and country, we're in a really good place. I think. Yeah, everything's gone really well. I think both teams are performing really well. I think here with England now, we're preparing for the important games ahead in the next week and making sure that we're ready for them, and the preparations are going well. We've done 2 sessions now, and everyone's looking sharp.
I mean, talking of ambitions, obviously it's been talked so much about the Liverpool haven't won the Premier League in 30 years, the top division, I should say, in 30 years. You know, 8 points clear after 8 games. With the squad that you've got, that gap, the quality you've got, and competitors struggling, will you ever have a better chance, do you think?
I don't know, it's still early on the season, so it's hard to be able to say whether you're going to win something in May, in October. So yeah, we're just taking it game at a time, and obviously right now it's international duty away with England, and got a big 2 games coming ahead, and that's the main focus. Obviously it's not just focusing on Liverpool, who could win silverware come May and June. It's wanting to go and win the Euros and making sure first and foremost that we get there, and obviously the next 2 games we have the opportunity to do that. So that's what the focus is. I'm not here playing club football, I'm here playing for the national team, and that's what the main focus is.
Can you dare to think about what a Euros or a World Cup would mean if you won one of those compared with a Champions League?
Yeah, I think it'd be the same amount of joy. I think you're putting so much hard work in whether it's over a full season campaign or to a tournament football in June, July. It's the same thing. You put the same amount of effort into each game. So yeah, they'll all come with the same amount of joy and happiness. So for us, it's about making sure, like I said, that we get there first and foremost, and then being able to obviously set out our objectives for the tournament come the summer and make sure that we try our best to reach them.
One more win will do it. 3 points and you guarantee qualification. And then, of course, the group games will all be at Wembley, the semi-finals at Wembley, the finals at Wembley. That could be pretty special, couldn't it?
Yeah, I think obviously we've all recognised that if we get there, then it's probably the closest thing to a home tournament that we'll have in the next few years. So for us as a team, it's important to make sure we realise the opportunity that we've got and to embrace it. I think our home form's been really good over the last few seasons, and we're looking to carry that on. Obviously, we know we've got 2 away games now, but obviously if we get over them hurdles, then we'll be going to the Euros, and then, like you said, a lot of home fixtures hopefully coming our way, and then we'll be able to obviously try and get through them.
We've just been talking to Fikayo Tomori, who's told us that as a squad you've discussed what action you'll take if there's any racism in these upcoming games or any time in the future. Are you clear and comfortable with the process? Does it work for you?
Yeah, obviously we had the meeting last night with the team and the staff, and we talked, and everyone was happy and content with the way that it went, and we all understand what would happen if that situation occurred. So I think obviously it's right that we're prepared, but UEFA have their way of doing it and the way that we need to follow, and that's what we're going to do. I think as a team we all agree that we need to follow the protocol that's in place, and then obviously as a team and as UEFA will make their decisions, we need to also make our decisions, and we'll have a discussion about that if that time ever comes. Hopefully it doesn't.
Last one from me. Southgate often stresses to us that he's got 4 world-class right wing-backs to choose from, as far as he's aware, in yourself and Trippier, Wan-Bissaka and Walker. So the competition's pretty tasty for you, but Kyle Walker not in this squad, wasn't in the last one either. Does that surprise you, and does it show just what quality we have got in that position?
Yeah, obviously it was a surprise, but it's also a good sign for the players that are getting chosen. I think it's not just right back that's probably the only headache that's given to the manager at this moment in time. There's loads of positions. There's a lot of senior players that aren't getting into the squads, and a lot of young players that are. So, I'm sure there's a lot of headaches for the manager right now. So, it's a good sign if you're in the squads, and when you are in the squads, that's when you need to perform and show why you need to stay in for the next one. I think, like I said, we've all been given this opportunity in this camp over the next 2 games to try and keep our place for the next one, because we've seen last month that some players aren't in it that were in it last month and aren't in it this month. So it's tough to be able to keep your place, and hopefully we'll all push each other to get better every day.
Trent, Ian from the BBC. When Gareth explained the protocols to you, how did you feel? Did you feel sad? Did you feel angry?
No, not at all. I think that's the way it is. We need to be professional. We're professional athletes. I think we have a obligation to follow the protocols, and that's what we need to do. I think if it does get to the extreme, then maybe different actions might be taken. But like I said, we're just trying to focus on the games and make sure that we go there with clear intentions to win both games and try and come back with the 6 points.
You're the youngest player to start consecutive European finals, which is some achievement in itself. But what drives you on? What makes you want to become a better player?
I think the main thing is obviously winning trophies. I think that's the main thing, is wanting to win trophies, wanting to leave a legacy behind, and wanting to feel as though you've had an impact on club and country and be remembered. I think that's the main aim, is to win as many trophies as possible and to go as far in tournaments as possible.
And how would you describe your start to the season personally?
Yeah, so far so good. I think obviously winning games for club and country, and that's what needs to obviously continue, and who knows, by the end of the season, hopefully personally I'll have a few trophies under the belt.
Good luck.
The more you win, the more pressure comes upon you to keep on winning. How do you go about enjoying football and enjoying the fruits of football?
I think it's just about obviously playing with a smile on your face, enjoying it, make sure you don't take it too seriously, and almost playing as though you're a kid, because that's when you enjoy your football. I think that you play your best football when you're smiling and enjoying it. So the important thing is obviously when you're winning, not to feel any pressure, not to feel anything from the outside, and believe in yourself and believe in the team, and make sure you go ahead and keep winning.
Today marks 4 years since Jurgen Klopp became manager of Liverpool. What's he done for your career? Can you outline what he's done, what he's given you, and what debt of gratitude, if any, you owe him?
Everything, really. I think obviously without him, who knows what would have happened, and he's the one that's given me the most opportunities, and more opportunities than I can even ask for. I think he's obviously put a lot of trust and faith in me personally, and I've tried to repay him every time he's done that. So yeah, obviously a massive thanks to him, and obviously hopefully there'll be 4 more years of success.
When he first walked through the door, did you get the vibe that he was going to go with you and give you that trust?
I think within his first few weeks he was down at the academy watching the young lads, and that almost gave us a bit more faith, and gave a statement to the club that he is going to use young players and give us them chances. And he's shown over the 4-year period that he has given them young players the chances and given the opportunities. And obviously I'm one of them youngsters that have been given them.
Finally, from me, we were speaking to Fikayo Tomori about half an hour ago. He was going on about he's doing an Open University degree, and some of the other players were playing FIFA in his room last night, what have you. Of course, you don't only do gaming, you play chess, don't you? How's your chess coming on against the other members of the group here?
No, I mainly used to play against Eric, but obviously he hasn't been in the squads. But yeah, I think I still game and that. I still play FIFA. In the downtime, I think it's important to relax and recover. Obviously, it helps team spirit with the lads bonding and going into each other's rooms and not feeling isolated and that you're trapped on camp. I think it's such a positive environment to be in at the moment, and we're all a good group of lads, and we're able to get on with everyone. So yeah, it's just a way of bonding. I think a lot of the lads really enjoy it, so it's good to be able to take part in such a good camp.
Anybody else here play chess with you or not?
No, I think Hendo's give it a few goals, but he's not the best.
England could be qualified after those 2 games. How important is it to have booked the ticket for the Euro, especially in regards to the integration of young players that are coming in the team?
Yeah, massive. I think obviously young players are given the opportunity, and it's not just about being given the opportunity and not worrying about the result. It's about also winning the games, making sure that England teams get used to winning games and getting far in tournaments, and then obviously winning tournaments is the obvious aim. So I think if we start really focusing on that and getting far in tournaments consistently, then the next breed of youngsters that come through will be used to winning and be able to maybe push the team even further and carry on this good period of English football that we're in at the minute.
Trent, can I cast your mind back to that media day, that NFL-style media day we had ahead of the World Cup, and we were sat in the corner and you're looking at it saying, what on earth is this? Quite shy. Yeah. You since got to a World Cup semi-final and won the Champions League. Can you believe that was just a little over a year ago?
No, obviously things happen so quickly in football, ups and downs. Thankfully, from then it's been quite upwards. Yeah, hopefully within the next year it'll be even more positive, and yeah, it's incredible to think back to that time and be able to remember the good times that I've had over the last year.
What have you learnt since then, that quite shy person looking out at what was set to come?
I'd say I've matured quite a lot as a player and as a person, and want to get better and wanting to improve and wanting to become a proper member of the team that's playing a lot of games, and wanting to obviously pick up as many caps as possible and wanting to feel like I have an influence on the team. And yeah, the experiences that I've had have been incredible, and I've learned so much.
With Tammy, Fikayo, Mason all coming in, are you becoming a bit of a senior member of the squad, nurturing, dare I say it, the younger players coming through?
No, I think pretty sure Fikayo and Tammy are older than me, but yeah, obviously when the new lads come in, we had a few young lads training with us today, and it's important that they feel comfortable and are able to perform and put in a good performance in training, and when they come up and be part of camp. So I think the positivity with the team selected at the minute is incredible. I think it's so hard to get a place in an England team now, so everyone needs to be on top form at the club to be able to get chosen. So yeah, it shows with the new faces that we're getting that a lot of young players are coming through and performing in the leagues that they're in, and it's very positive to see.
Fikayo is saying that his goal should win goal of the month over yours. What was your reply to that?
Yeah, to be fair, it was a better goal. We were joking about it last night, and yeah, the way he's hit it is unbelievable. He's a top lad. We played him at the 21s as well, so we know each other, and I've always enjoyed playing with him. So hopefully, if he's given the opportunity, he'll be able to take it like he has so far this season.
Frank Lampard really praised the way he handled Mo Salah as well. They didn't get the win, but that was quite an encounter for him.
Yeah, obviously tough opposition. It is every game in the Premier League these days. He's coming up against probably one of the best wingers in the world in Mo, and he's handled it really well. I think Mo had quite a tough time, but it was a good battle, good to watch between them two, and obviously I'm sure they both have a lot of respect now looking back on it.
I just want to ask you about the protocol, because we're all a little confused. In your mind, what is the protocol, and then when does it get more serious?
I think obviously if there's any abuse, it depends on what level it is. If it's quite a small level and not the full stadium, then I think whichever player it's aimed at, then we'll obviously report it to obviously the officials or the team captain, who will then report to the officials, and the officials will speak within each other and decide whether the teams need to come off or not. If that does happen, then obviously both teams will be led to their changing rooms, and the officials will talk with security, and if nothing can be done, then I think that the game will be abandoned, and if both teams feel comfortable going back out onto the pitch and the officials agree with that and the security say yes, fine, then both teams will, and then I think further action will be taken after the game. But like I said, hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't think it should happen in modern football. So yeah, we're going there hoping that nothing will happen, and I'm sure nothing will.
Has there been a conversation, though, a point that there's been do we go back on? What's the level in which we're going to feel comfortable as a team? Or is it just if it's there as a team? Was that conversation among players? Has there been different views on it? Has there been a discussion on what that might be when that situation, if, let's hope not, that situation happens?
Yeah, it's a team decision. It's a decision that all of us need to make. It doesn't matter whether it's just one player that's been abused or it's the whole team. We're all one big group, and the decision will be made with everyone. If the team doesn't feel comfortable playing, then I'm sure that we have the backing and the support of everyone around us that that's the right decision that needs to be made, and no one should be made to feel uncomfortable on the football pitch, and everyone should be given the chance to play in a fair environment. And if that's not a fair environment, then I don't think I think we'll make the decision on the day.
Will it be if there's a majority? Will it be if there's a majority, or if there's just one player in your team that doesn't feel comfortable going back on the pitch? Will that be a decider too? Has that discussion been had?
No, I think we're a team. We're not individuals. We're all a team. If one person's abused, then we all are. That's the way it is. We're one big family, and if someone doesn't feel like they're comfortable playing, then none of us should feel comfortable playing, and then the actions, whichever is taken, will happen on the day. And I think obviously it's not too good to keep talking about it, because we don't want to think about that. We want to think about going there in a positive environment, with our fans travelling, having a good time, and seeing us pick up the 6 points, and then coming back and obviously getting back to football.